Hey, good morning. October 1st, day 30 on the Camino, leaving Portomarin at 6:45 a.m. All right, some early morning pre-sunrise views. This is looking off my left and back a little bit. Coming up on what I guess is going to be a really small town, Ganzar. And coming out of Portomarin this morning, once you clear town, you got about an hour or 5K of uphill. A little bit of it's kind of steep. Most of it's not real steep. So I might as well start relaying some of this. You know, the Camino, of course, has a grapevine, and there's people that have blasted ahead or bust ahead or took a, you know, that you've met. Anyway, they're way ahead because they've decided to bicycle or something. Anyway, scary stories are coming back about you go to get your Compostela and you get your number. People are queuing supposedly at 5 in the morning, and they only take 1,300 a day, and supposedly over 2,000 tried to get it yesterday. The rest are told to come back, but I don't know. I mean, I can tell you that I tried to book a hotel room for October 4th and 5th, and I can't find anything downtown. I think that I did find one. It was like 360 euro, so I didn't want to pay that much. But anyway, just letting you know what I'm hearing. As you're entering Ganzar, I don't even know if it's a town or a corner, but anyway, cafe, and it's open. So a little bit after Ganzar, I think most of the people that left up last night or stayed last night in Portomarin, I think most of them are going to Place de Rey today. Coming into the town of Castro Mayor. So just above Castro Mayor, looking backwards. Nice views, a little foggy though. All right, looking back down the hill. I thought we might not have these views anymore after the mountain, but you still have pretty good views up here. The trail straight ahead, pinning left. All right, this is the next town. I think it's Hospital de la Cruz. They got a bar and a cafe there, a bunch of farm equipment. And there's another cafe and albergue, I believe, up there in this town. Looking left, trail straight ahead. We do have some wind and light rain. Comes and goes, not too bad. Not sure what the name of this town is. I'm gonna stop here, get a coffee, see if they have fast Wi-Fi. If they don't have fast Wi-Fi, there won't be a video today because I couldn't get it uploaded yesterday. Wi-Fi too slow. Just looking back on the trail. To the right and forward. Ganzar, there have been a lot of cafes, but yeah, there are a lot more people on the trail now. And yeah, it used to be before Saria that we would bunch up in spots, and then you would spread out and find yourself alone for a while. But since Saria, it's pretty much people pretty close all the time. All right, looks like the next town I'll come up to is called Legande. All right, another bar restaurant in Legande. Some nice views ahead today. Not as spectacular as some we've had, but very nice still. The sun is starting to come out a little bit behind me. Maybe it'll make these clouds rise up a bit. We'll see. All right, passing through a very small town with a hostel or an albergue and a cafe. So I just stopped in a cafe back there. I had my first beer of the day, and I was talking to some people. Well, quite a few of the people there had just started in Saria on their second day, just doing the last 100 kilometers or so. And it's just fun to see that initial enthusiasm, the same enthusiasm we had when we started out of St. John. And we're still all, you know, real excited to be here, but it's not the same as that initial first few day enthusiasm that you have on the trail. There is a lot of walk beside the road today, but you know, this is like that N120 that we follow for, gosh, many, many miles. This is a country road, not a whole lot of traffic. It's not bad at all. All right, coming into the town of Brea. There's a lot of pilgrims here at the cafe. I'm gonna give this one a miss because my last place wasn't that far. By the way, this is where the herd will stop today. Most of them will stop in Place del Rey. And they all offering maps right here on the wall of that town. All right, wasn't much in Brea except what you already saw. Really cool looking piece of trail here after Brea. Love these over, we were hiking through the green canopy. As you're just coming into Place del Rey, Albergue de Peregrino is on the right. I think we're still outside the city, so. All right, I think we're now coming into the town proper, Place del Rey, I think. This is one of the albergues as you're still coming into the main part of town. Looks pretty nice, huh? Looks fairly new. There it is, San Marcos is the name of the place. All right, still moving into the main part of town. This is the church here. One of them at least. Coming down from the church, which is usually built on the highest piece of land. All right, banging into here about 1 o'clock. Smart money would say to stay here. But I feel like I'm gonna move on, unless that's a thunderstorm building over there. All right, so I did decide to stay in Place del Rey. The only reason was I stopped at this cafe, Buen Camino, and they also have an albergue here. They had 5G Wi-Fi. I was able to upload 2 YouTube videos in like 5 minutes. In the other towns, it would take me 5 hours for each one. So yeah, I can get another one finished today and get that done. So anyway, the hike today was 25 kilometers again. So I left it, I think it was 6:45, and I got here about 12:15. So that comes out to just shy of 5.5 hours. That's the Buen Camino albergue I like so far, because it's got a cafe downstairs. So this is one entrance to it, and this also got a cafe. I'll start from the cafe side in a sec. That's the cafe side, albergue Buen Camino. Inside of the cafe, you also check in right at the bar here. You get your room. There's their little landing floor. I'm not going to take you up to the rooms. Honestly, there's nothing to see. It's just bunk beds like I've already showed you 100 times. They do have a washer and dryer room here, and of course they have showers and a restroom. They do not have a kitchen, as far as I could tell, which makes sense. Usually when they have a cafe downstairs, they don't do that. All right, so Place del Rey means Palace of the King. And according to a little bit of research I did, the King of Spain did live here. He was only king for about 10 years, this particular king, and he was actually co-king with his father of Spain. But so far I can't have any luck finding any sort of palace, so still looking. So one thing I have learned is whenever you're looking for a historically significant point, it seems like always climb to the highest spot in the city, which I've done, but I think I found the church. So I did go in the church, and sometimes it just doesn't feel right to film anything. There were people in there praying, it just didn't feel right. So I didn't film anything. It's not like a super impressive interior. It's very understated, but very nice. All right, I gotta be honest with you. There's not a whole lot of historical significance that I've been able to find in this town. You know, I've been told that the Palace of the King does exist, but it's just a little house, nothing impressive. This is more or less the main pilgrim drag where the pilgrims would hang out coming down this way. All the albergues are pretty close to here, and there's a bunch of bars and cafes. But maybe not the most photographical type stuff, you know, as far as anything old or historical. All right, so I did finally find that Palace of the King, which it says up there behind that flag on the top left. It's, I don't know. There you go.